The last and most important arrangement that I'm going to show you how to make is the bud vase. So as you may or may not know, 4 years ago I started the Flower Flash. The Flower Flash is my way of taking what I love, flowers, and giving them back to a much larger audience. These kind of larger than life random street installations of flowers on the streets of New York for people to enjoy, to take a picture, to take a flower, and to experience the joy of flowers. And then as we started doing classes, every student would make a bud vase at the end of the class, and then the bud vase would go to Memorial Sloan Kettering as a way of bringing joy to somebody who could desperately use it. And now with the Flower Flash box, I want to really continue this tradition. And I really encourage you to do this with your kids. Make small arrangements of these beautiful blooms. Give them to an elderly loved one, a friend, somebody who needs a little cheer. It's easy to do, and flowers really do make people happy. So all you need is a very small vessel. If you don't have, excuse me. Come on, good boy. Oh, here's the other. Okay. If you don't have a little vessel like this, you can use a tonic jar, a tonic bottle, take the label off. You can use a little gherkin bottle or something. It doesn't have to be fancy, just kind of, nondescript, take the labels off, put a piece of ribbon around it or whatever. But what's also nice about these is it doesn't take many flowers. And then while you're making your own flower arrangements, if you have blossoms that break or are too small, save those because it's perfect for these. So I'm going to start with one of these beautiful etched salmon peonies. And because the way this vase is, it's probably gonna not take much more. You take it a little bit lower. I think this blue with this coral is very pretty. I'll take that stem off so I just have flowers in there. And then let's add a little of this eryngium. And I can cut pieces and get them in there low. It doesn't take a lot of flowers, but you could take some snippings from the garden, some leaves, so you could actually just do these with 1 or 2 flowers and then a few stems from your garden. Let me get some freesia in there because the smell is wonderful. Freesia can be a little bit taller. Just because it's a small vase doesn't mean it has to be a tiny arrangement. You can have layers. Just making sure that you don't overstuff the vase, that you can get them all in there and that they all make their way to the bottom. That's what's also nice about freesia. It has that stiff, sturdy stem, so getting it in there is not a problem. Now this is already quite full, but because I have this tiarella, it's very thin. It's like a wire coat hanger, if not thinner. I can still navigate a few of these in here, and with a few stems of flowers, I have a big, beautiful, hardy peony. I have freesia that's gonna open up and look gorgeous and smell amazing. I have eryngium for texture, and I have this last little tiarella just to give a little kind of butterfly, lacy airiness to the whole thing. So experiment with these, do these with your kids, make a series of these for your home, put them in the powder room, guest rooms, dining room table. But most importantly, make some for somebody else and really give back, because that's the whole idea.